Old man Woody likes the crooked cock.
Ask yourselves that.
Dude, I love Alex Jones. He's hilarious.
He is. He was like the one Twitter account when he got banned. I was like,
I was bummed, man.
Come on.
I used to do his show all the time. I did. I had my own hour of his show. He would leave. I took over his show for an hour once every 2 weeks. It's all out there, like on the internet. You can see it. I got the InfoWars thing behind me. I loved it.
Did you do the same sort of thing? Conspiracy theories and craziness?
Oh yeah. It was. Well, actually, it was more. I would just bash like Hollywood and Washington, and it wasn't so Alexy. You know, it was me doing it. But the thing, the thing. But the reason I had to stop it, my streaming company. That it's not my company, but the company that we had streaming Compound Media. Friggin' hey, this goddamn camera. Oh my god! It's clicking back on it. The company that streams Compound Media had a problem. They don't any company that edits for content that is just carrying your shit through their wires are monsters. I hate that. Like, because I can't go out and string my own fiber optic cables to run my show. Right. And they shouldn't dictate what you can broadcast and can't broadcast because they own the wires that are going over it and the servers. But they do. And they had a problem with Alex Jones. So I couldn't do his show. They had a problem with Gavin McInnes. They had a problem with Milo Yiannopoulos being on my show and everything. And I have anyone on. I don't care if they're ultra liberal, ultra conservative, mental patients, whatever it is. Especially. I don't care. I love everyone having a voice. But they had a problem with that. We've switched providers, and now we're fine. So I will have Alex on, and I will do his show again.
I would love a show
it's
that
so
only
funny.
interviewed mental patients. It's not even political.
It's not even
political. It's just like, so tell me, you're being gang stalked by a bunch of red cars, and just explain that to me. Like, that would be. I would listen to that show. That'd be fucking gang stalking. Look up gang stalking, anyone out there if you haven't. It is hilarious.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's people who.
I mean, it's actually
Anthony Dick. Have you guys heard of gang stalking?
I've never heard of it.
So it's basically people who genuinely believe that they are being stalked by like CIA, federal agents,
those have been around for a while,
out in the ether, and it'll be someone, just some random fuck with his iPhone sitting in his car in a fucking Target parking lot, being like, "You guys thought I was lying. You guys thought I was lying, and I've got the proof for you right here. Look at this front cam." What do you notice? Do you notice that there are 5 red cars out of the 10 cars in that lane? Red cars are notorious. They are the ones that follow you. Beware red cars. And this woman over, and then like a woman will come, like he'll be standing in front of like the cart return area, and some woman will be like, "I'd like to return my cart, please." And they'll be like, "Stop following me! Stop following me! Stop!"
It's the most innocent things.
Yeah,
like I just wanted to return my cart to the return slot. Bitch, I know you. Oh, you can hop into that red Honda Odyssey with your supposed children? Is that what you're doing? Like,
I saw one.
Great.
It was great. The guy's like, every day you're in front of my house, I'm on to you. And he's like, I'm your mailman.
He's a mailman truck.
Yeah, he's got the clothes on.
He's like bringing him his Amazon package. And
he's got the shorts on.
I don't think a lot of people realize where the tinfoil hat thing even comes from. It comes from the fact that people thought that these CIA agents and whatever were penetrating their brain with radio signals that would alter their mind control them or what have you. So they put tinfoil on their head to reflect that away.
Yeah.
It's been something that's been going on. I remember being in radio for so long. Every so often we'd get a caller that or I'd get a letter, this scrawled actual letter that went through the mail of somebody saying, "I know you were talking to me yesterday. You were saying this," and then this convoluted, weird, confused version of what I said, but they're convinced that you're talking to them through the radio. And it
Yeah,
was,
they're sitting
I
there
felt
like,
like I had
dog
made
whistling.
it once I got one of those.
They're like, I know you were joking about a retarded guy cooking show, but I caught the dog.
I know what you meant
sending to me
about the base on the far side of the sun.
Yeah, you were talking about the Federal Reserve and
the Fed.
It's like, no, it was Meryl Howard Kalin's cooking show. You fucking retard.
Meryl Howard Kalin.
Meryl
Today
Howard
we're gonna make chicken. I love that shit so much. That guy's dead.
I know.
Oh, is
R.I.P. F's in chat from Meryl Howard Kalin.
The COVID.
It was
No,
the
it wasn't the COVID. It was
the
retardation.
COVID struck him down in 2002. Yeah.
Chalk it up as a COVID, though. Whatever. Get those.
Definitely salmonella. Did you see him ripping the skin off that chicken?
Oh yeah, and I remember Jimmy's jokes about that bit because I go back, I watch the old video and A's all the time. They make me laugh so hard. And Jimmy's like, "Do you think he knows that no one is going to eat this meal? Like no one." He's like playing with raw chicken and then tossing a salad immediately afterward. It's like
At least he's not using a live chicken anymore.
yeah.
It's like ripping the skin off.
That shit
Jesus.
was hilarious. But for the Corona thing, so Dick, your prescription is fucking
Just,
shut it, turn it all back on, basically.
Stop 5G. That's my prescription. It's obviously
Jesus.
causing these. Yeah, have you got that one yet?
I've heard it, but I didn't know anyone was serious about it. I thought it was just a meme.
Yeah, I don't
I've
know how
got
much of a joke it is.
I've gotten floated out like a guy at his prom just trying to touch the thigh of his date. Guys will text me like, "Oh, yeah, and then there's the whole 5G thing," and I'll just go, "Shut it down." Nope, that's it. Wherever you heard that, however much you've been thinking, unwind that and stop thinking about it. I was willing to wash my hands more, but then they declared
la-di-da.
yeah. I was willing to stop licking doorknobs. The stock market started going down. I said, I'm not licking doorknobs anymore. Then it went up a little bit. I said, I'm back to licking the doorknobs. I was very worried about it. I thought it was a plague too until they canceled my live show and turned LA into martial law or martial law light, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Marshall Tucker.
Marshall Tucker. But we have
right.
none of it out here.
Pilot to Bombardier.
And what pisses me off is like I'm watching real time people change the whole flatten the curve was supposed to extend the pandemic and not overcrowd hospitals.
Right.
But now people are saying, oh, actually it was to prevent deaths. I'm like, no. I remember it wasn't for that. It wasn't to delay time until we invent some vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
It was just to stop the hospitals from getting overcrowding.
Spread
and now
the
I
death
see
over a longer period of time.
Yes.
Yeah, and every time I see some bitch nurse dancing to doing the Macarena or the Harlem Shake on
TikTok videos are terrible.
Where the fuck are the ventilators now? So I can't go to a strip club. So you C-words can go do another TikTok together.
I mean,
How
you
long
can
did
say
it take
cunt
you
if
to
you
do it?
want.
I mean, at this point, like,
I don't know. Is Me Undies okay with me calling our heroic hospital workers?
I don't know, but I know that's funny.
And every family in America has $64,000 of new debt that their kids have to pay off. But God forbid, Grandma, who we've stuck in a living mausoleum of a retirement home, gets hit with a mystery plague that a chick. And I called it right away. Day one, I said a woman caused this. And what do you know? Day one. Day fucking one. I said on my show. Day fucking one. I know a woman caused this because she left the cap off of a bottle in the virus lab in Wuhan. A woman couldn't put a cap on a bottle to save her life, her grandma's life, or the life of everybody on the face of the fucking earth. And what do you know? What did they say today on CNN? It came out of that lab. A woman took it out of that lab, gave it to her boyfriend. He went to the meat market and ran around, greased himself up, and got naked and slapped. I don't know what they do at that meat market, but what do you know? I was right on that. And I'm right on all this shit too.
Dude, I love your narrative so much, I'm not going to research it. I
choose to believe it as
Gotta
well.
be true.
I'm hands off on this one. I'm pretty sure 100% of that is not accurate. But I'm going to go with
That
it.
sounded good.
When he said
something a globalist would say.
when he said it was on CNN today, I was like, wait, huh? No,
No, it wasn't.
No.
You're like, no, it
No.
wasn't.
A guy asked Trump yesterday, hey, what do you think
now
about
we know it's true.
No, the reporter asked Trump, what do you think about the reports? And Trump said, I can't comment on that. If the reporter's saying it, shit.
I saw a reporter ask him about pardoning the Tiger King, all right? You're not selling me with that.
That's on the table, too.
That was the funniest question a reporter's
Free
ever
Joe
asked
Exotic, man. Yeah.
Oh,
Got to free
Dude,
that guy.
How is Trump
He's a
not
national
sick
treasure.
Yet? Like Trump, like so many of these world leaders that Trump was like shaking hands with and bumping chests with, like they're all sick as fuck, and he's still there like it's all fine.
to
I'm
disease. I'm impervious, even the corona.
That's pretty good.
I ended on that note. I love the wordplay. Very nice.
ever heard.